everyone, I'm Shawn.
And I'm Aleesha.
And welcome to our new channel, OK in the UK.
So for our first video, we just wanted to introduce ourselves and then just explain the purpose of this channel. So we are a couple from Toronto, Canada, and we just moved from there all the way to the United Kingdom.
So the name OK in the UK is a little bit of a play on my last name, but we also wanted to reassure our family and friends that even though we are far away, we are okay.
So you might be wondering what caused us to move from Canada to the UK in the middle of the pandemic. Well, the truth is that we've been planning this for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, so back in the spring of 2019, we had been together for about 4 years at that point, and we were kind of starting to think about what would be the next stage of our lives.
So we were actually doing the long distance thing, and I was working retail, which I wasn't enjoying, and I was kind of just trying to figure out next steps in my career and also how to make it work so that we can move in together.
And for me, I'd been working in kind of the same job for a couple of years. I worked for a large multinational insurance company, and it had always been a dream of mine to live abroad. So one day I kind of just went to Aleesha, would you want to move to England with me?
And I said, absolutely not. So at first I was like, Shawn, no, this is absolutely insane. Why would you think about this? I'm trying to figure out career goals, like what is wrong with you? And then after I thought about it for a couple of days, I was like, hey, you know what? Let's do it. Like what's holding us here really? Like we're young, we're in our 20s. If we don't do it now, we're never gonna do it. So let's go.
So as soon as Aleesha was on board, I went to my boss and asked her about the transfer, and thankfully she was really supportive and wanted to see this happen for us. That was in about August of 2019, and then a few months later, Aleesha moved into my tiny Toronto bachelor apartment with me. At the time, we didn't know really what the timelines were going to look like. It was just sort of a wait and see.
So after moving to Toronto for me, I ended up getting this job with this amazing organization that actually brought people to Canada to do working holiday visas. So I was doing that, and at that time I was just seeing people single-handedly living our dream and getting to experience that, which just kind of pushed the passion to do this, but also just gave me a lot of information on how the visa process works. Then of course, as you all know, COVID hit and the world basically shut down, especially everything in the travel industry. So for a lot of months, we were just convinced our dream is dead and trying to figure out what we want to do. We were living and working, both of us, full-time in a bachelor, and we both had jobs where we had to make calls and stuff like that. So the no wall thing was kind of a struggle, and every decision we made from that point on was with this idea of moving to the UK in mind. So we were like, can we get a new apartment, but we're going to the UK? Can we buy new furniture, but we're going to the UK? So we did end up moving into a one-bedroom in the time being, and just coming from there, we were like, you know what, no, we're going to the UK, we're gonna make this work.
Yeah, so even small things like buying a new toaster, we had to actually think hard about it because we were like, well, is there a point in getting a new toaster when we might be going to the UK in a few months? And if you don't know much about the visa process, one of the big things is that you do have to have a lot of money in savings just to be able to prove that you can support yourself when you get here. So we were really nickel and diming as well, so trying not to spend money too much.
Yeah, it was honestly a couple stressful months of just this back and forth in our head of, is it worth this? Is it worth the stress? Like I lost my job unfortunately thanks to COVID, and it was just something where every single decision we had to make, big or small, it was just so impacted by this UK thing.
So fortunately, around September 2020, the UK folks did actually reach out to say that they were still interested in bringing me on board, which was really exciting, although the timelines were a little bit unclear because not only were we dealing with COVID, but the UK was just finishing Brexit, so that was creating a little bit of extra uncertainty. But around mid-January, we did finally get the okay that we were going to the UK. So then from there, it just became a mad scramble of visa process and just trying to sort everything out before we moved.
So I'm sure you're wondering why we're documenting this. Well, we love traveling together and we watch a lot of travel vlogs together, but unfortunately we found not a lot of people were actually moving abroad and sharing that experience. So we kind of wanted to be able to provide someone with those details and information. So overall, this is going to be per travel blog, hopefully after people start getting vaccinated and the world starts opening, but also just a way to give information to others and help them along the lines, because we did have a lot of bumps on the way and we want to give people the resources necessary to do what we're doing.
So we hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about us today. We're really excited for this new journey, but we're even more excited to be bringing all of you guys along. And we really hope if we can inspire at least one other person to take the plunge, we'll feel like that was a great success. So we do also have a blog and an Instagram, so please be sure to check those out as well. And we are a new channel, so if you guys would like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate the support.
Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to share the rest of our journey with you.
Oh, we are all